Sonic 8474. I'm gonna have to do this story, but I'm gonna have to do it short, so it's gonna be wrapped into 3 parts, I think. So just letting you know how the story goes. Well, it starts with Sega and Sonic's Christmas Carol, but I changed it now to Andrew's Christmas Special due to the fact of copyright, and I can't really, and this is my rant, I can't really put, this is why I hate YouTube, I can't really put the title in, so, and I hate the WNG copyright thing, because I blocked my YouTube just because of that title. It's the way I signed it in. So, getting to the point where it started off, it was just an ordinary day. It was sunshines on planet Mobius. Then heaps and heaps of snow started to break out, and it started to fill planet Mobius, a peaceful living place. Yes, a peaceful living place, where it was a really nice place. Tiny Tails and his friend, and his modest Prowler, the father of Tails, decided, Tiny Tails, so Tails can't fly in the story, and he can't walk crawl, he's just letting you know because he got crutches. So yeah, Tiny Tails is ill, and he has a very illness, likely a proper illness if he's not treated right. So Lord Ominous was working with Dr. Eggman to see if he could actually help. Then Eggman said, "No way, all the toys and everything else belongs to me, and all the robots will take over Christmas." Of course, then this magical thing happened when Andrew from above was telling the story of Andrew the cat. Sorry, I've not got my cat costume on. This has to be quick. So, Andrew the cat was a real special guy. You see, he was the one telling the story. Now, I haven't got the picture of Andrew the cat, maybe in my other YouTube. You may have seen it on my other YouTube videos, so I get to the point of that later. Anyway, Andrew the cat is an angel cat in the story. So this is what happened, and the story began. Sonic the Hedgehog was really naive. He wanted to know how he's going to celebrate, and they're all gathered around the party. Even Modest Prowler and Tails was not seen, because Modest Prowler was overworking, and his wife was literally shocked to see him come home very late that day. And Modest Prowler asked Eggman if he could make it easy, but give him an easy life, take a day off or something the next following day. And he said, "You better have an excuse," and stuff like that. So that's what happened. So yeah, Tiny Tails was ill. So then it became night time, and Sonic was thinking to himself, how are we going to solve Christmas if Eggman's being mean all the time? We have to think of a way. Tiny Tails is getting ill, and all we're doing is not helping. Knuckles and Amy Rose appeared, and yes, they decided it was time. And then an angel of Andrew the cat appeared and said, "You must save Christmas and save everyone." The ring appeared, which he magically adjusted. So the ring appeared down below and into Sonic's hand and said, "If you wear that, you'll become a ghost temporary, and you become the ghost of your choice." Sonic chose to be the ghost of Christmas future. Knuckles chose to be the ghost of Christmas past. You see, Knuckles couldn't put it on, so he had to put it on his thumb to get the ring to go. Yeah. And Amy Rose was the ghost of Christmas present. Knuckles was the ghost of Christmas past. So this happened. So Santa Claus appeared at Dr. Eggman's lair and told him a warning that if he does not surrender his plans, if he does not surrender soon, then all of Christmas will be gone forever. Then suddenly, Dr. Eggman was really nervous and was really, really upset to see Santa next to him. Santa faded away, and the first chime came. Yes, the first chime of the clock that Robotnik had in his base sound alarm system. And yes, all the clocks were going off, all the digital ones, and all the analog and digital ones were going off. Yes, making a sound to worrying Eggman. As soon before he was about to sleep, he saw a little light. And guess what that light was? It was Knuckles in the spirit mode. It was the spirit of Christmas past. And Knuckles was showing Eggman the Christmas past. He was showing the past of what Dr. Eggman must have been like when he was a kid. Eggman was showing his generosity and said, wait, this can't be my past. And he said, oh, I remember this school, right, that he went to. And he was a kid, and he was celebrating his anniversary, his birthday. Then something went wrong. Everyone started to forget his birthday. And then the years crumbled, and he started getting more educational and became more of an IQ master, and said, one day I'm going to conquer this world, but I'm going to be a good person, and stuff like that, and try to be mean and take money off people. So he did. Then it showed, and Eggman said, I never would have wanted to do that. I wouldn't have wanted to do that at all. Eggman woke up in his bed scared stiff and saying, I don't want this to happen, I don't want this to happen. Then, after the next chime, goes the Christmas present. Yes, Amy Rose. Yeah. And Amy Rose wore this like sort of a goddess file thing, female goddess file thing, and she said, look into the world of what may happen if you do tend to become evil and never think twice. So yeah, as you all know, Amy Rose, who is the ghost of spirit of present, showed Dr. Eggman, and Dr. Eggman saw that his green and wealth showed him, and he said, what is this place? It was a city, but it was like a little town where Eggman grew into. And he was spoiled by his mother, and his mother was always saying, yeah, get a candy, we don't believe in Christmas and all. See? This breaks you from Christmas spirit. And he said, yeah, but I never believed in it because in this and that. Then Santa Claus came, and he had Colin and started, and so did his mother. He said, what's this? Oh, we can use it for the fire. And they didn't probably care because it was used for the fire. That's why they didn't think. And yes, most disadvantaged thing to do is to put coal in the fire, to give coal free so people would have it in the fireplace. And yeah, well, anyway, long story short, as it was getting towards the part where Eggman said, I do not want to hear about this, I don't want anything to do with this, then he showed that he could have had a girlfriend, but his girlfriend was actually another woman who didn't seem interested in him because he was greedy for money. So yeah, when he became an adult at 18 years of age, of course, and he was celebrating, partying and everything, and he said, I don't want anything to do with this, crying Eggman. Eggman starts to cry, Dr. Eggman, that is, starts to cry. Then he goes back into, and then he goes back through the future, and they say, if you don't clean up your act, said Amy Rose's spirit of Christmas present, you will not have a future, and that you will be extinct, and you will die. And she even showed an image of what may happen if he didn't, but I still didn't believe it. Then this is when Sonic came Ghost of Christmas Future, which should have been shadowed by Sonic, because Sonic is the moral of the story. So the ghost, because it was because Eggman's afraid of Sonic, so that's the reason. So anyway, so Sonic comes in the Ghost of Christmas Future after the ring chime, of course, and all the clocks going off. He came and he showed him. He said, "Follow me into this spirit world where you are going to be blessed with all the things. Look deep, what's going to happen?" And they showed how he was celebrating his Christmas, and Eggman was really, really, really chuffed. He said, "What's happening here? I'm so miffed, I don't know what's going on." Well, it was showing what would happen if Eggman was already dead, but it was showing it from the future coming down into the past. And when it showed quiz games and saying, who's the filthy man in the world who is long dead? And they said, Dr. Eggman. And Tiny Tails, which is a sad story, died because they couldn't keep him. So when the time came, right, that he showed his grave and said, Dr. Eggman, 2012, from 2011, from 1990 something or 1980 something, say 1980 or something, or 1970, he's something like that, 1971 say, to 2011. It showed Eggman's gravestone where Sonic went, "Look there," and he saw the gravestone and he said, no, I don't want to die." And then he showed Eggman going into the casket, and he was in this casket, and then he was being flayed to death by the devil sound he could hear. Then Eggman woke up and said, "Oh, thank goodness, it's a dream." And then he woke up and he said, "I'm alive, dancing about and everything." And he said, "You know what, Eggman, I'm so excited, I don't know why." Then Eggman decided that he would like to celebrate Christmas with Sonic and his friends. So off he went, build some presents, and then wrapped them up. They weren't bombs, nothing threatening. It was wrapped up and then sent to everyone. And he even gave a big huge turkey and had a turkey feast on the death egg with his friends. He even invited them to this death egg and said, "Come to my death egg and we can celebrate on his fortress." Well, maybe it wasn't a death egg, but it was a fortress house, and with Eggman's whole area. And yeah, Eggman was really kind and really nice. He even let Tiny Tails have a bit, where Tiny Tails said, "God bless us one and all." And yeah, as you can tell, that was it. And yes, that was all I could actually put into the story. I'm sorry you couldn't see the images or the pictures, because I only made that up. But anyway, so Tails had his way. Tiny Tails had his way. He wasn't ill anymore. He was treated with respect. And Dr. Eggman became a second father to him. He was like a real nice man. So he wasn't really nasty anymore, and he became very, very kind. And every Christmas, Dr. Eggman would give out Christmas presents to the world. And all I can say, the end. And all I can say to that is, Merry Christmas, one and all. Sayonara for now. Muchas gracias.